Mom, I'm going to do it, Mom. Can't do it.
That was from Donald Trump's commencement speech at the University of Alabama. Was the worst commencement speech I've ever watched in my entire life. I think it was the worst one ever. That clip you saw there, I'll show you more about it later in this video. He was mocking trans people in that clip. That's what he was doing. Next up, Donald Trump talks about the word tariff. Play this clip.
Because they want to avoid the tariffs. We want to get here fast. And I said, a number of times, tariff. It's the most beautiful word in the world, and I got absolutely decimated by the fake news. They said, what about love? What about your wife? What about your parents? What about religion and God?
Donald Trump lies that gasoline prices are now $1.88 a gallon in 3 states. This is just false. There's nothing true about this. Play this clip.
Gasoline prices just hit $1.88 a gallon in 3 states. Can you believe it? It was at $3.50. It was at $4. We're drilling. Oh, we're drilling.
So Donald Trump's entire speech at the University of Alabama, the commencement speech, was just made up of lie after lie like this. Donald Trump says that groceries are down 87%. They're the lowest they have ever been. This is 100% false. There's no truth to this. Play this clip.
Energy is down. Look at your cost of energy, way down. Groceries are down. Even eggs are down. Remember I came in? Remember I was here a week and they started screaming at me, the fake news. Egg prices have doubled. I said, they just got here. I've been here for 4 days. I said, tell me about egg prices. They've doubled. Well, they didn't double under me. I just got there and we did a great job. We brought down the cost of eggs. In fact, they said you won't have eggs for Easter. They wanted to we have a big Easter egg hunt at the White House. You saw it just take place. And they thought we should order thousands of plastic eggs. Plastic. I said, no, we'll do it. And we straightened out the egg situation very quickly. Our great Secretary of Agriculture did a fantastic job. And we had so many eggs, we didn't know what the hell to do with them. And prices of eggs have gone down 87% since I took office. That's something, right?
And again, it's such an incredible disrespect for our education system, for the youth. I mean, just the way this makes us look internationally as well. It's just vile. It's really pathetic. Donald Trump then talks about how America was ripped off on trade by enemy and allies, and that the allies were worse and things are going to get great soon. You just have to wait. Play this clip.
You didn't have a clue. I'm trying to be nice when I say it that way. They allowed our beautiful USA to be laughed at, scorned, and taken advantage of by everybody. We were ripped off on trade by nations all over the world, both friend and foe, and oftentimes a friend was far worse on trade than the foe. But those days are over. You're at the start of something very, very big. You're going to see that very soon. Now, exactly.
Donald Trump brags about our GDP. Our GDP is horrible right now. Our GDP is shrinking. In the first quarter, GDP was down negative 0.3%. That's not good. Under former President Biden, we were leading the world. But Donald Trump lies to the graduating class in Alabama and says, but this was a great GDP report. Investments in the U.S. are up 22%, he says. Here, play this clip.
It was just announced that in the first quarter, investments in the United States are up 22%, that we're leading the whole world in investment. Everybody's pouring into our country with big dollars. And it's all about November 5th, the November 5th election, and tariffs and incentives that we've given that are going to make this country so much richer. We have $36 trillion in debt. That's going to start to come off. It's going to come off rapidly. But
next, Donald Trump talks about how Elon Musk and internet tech bro billionaires have now been forced to kiss his ass. He says, they never liked me. Now they kiss my ass. Great work, Elon. Here, play this clip.
You have to have the right vision. If you look at some of these internet people, I know so many of them. Elon is so terrific, but I know now all of them, they all hated me in my first term, and now they're kissing my ass, Do you know? It's true. All of them. It's true.
And just the vulgarity, the coarseness. It's why this is the worst commencement speech ever. I mean, just think about him poisoning the minds of generations watching this and thinking this is funny, thinking that this is the behavior of leaders. This is vile, vile stuff. Donald Trump talks about how he would be invited to great parties. He said that he was young and doing well once, and that he was invited to the greatest parties when he was young. Here, play this clip.
But he lost his momentum. He wasn't good at it anymore. And he was at a party on Fifth Avenue, I'll never forget. And it was a party of a very, very powerful man who was having the party in a magnificent apartment overlooking the park. And I walked in and there were 50 or so people. I recognized most of them, all the biggest business people in the world, actually. Very glamorous. I was doing well. I was young and I was doing well. And I was invited to parties like that. And I looked in the corner and there was Mr. William Levitt sitting all by himself on a chair looking.
Then he tells this other story about someone who retired and lost their momentum, but had a trophy wife. He uses the term having a trophy wife, and people laugh at this at University of Alabama. They think that this is like funny. Here, play this clip.
Said, we're going to make you an offer to buy your company. And they offered him a lot of money, more money than he ever thought he could make. And he retired, lost his momentum. He retired and he led a beautiful life. He had a wife. I must tell you, it was a second wife. It was a trophy wife. What can I say? I don't like telling you everything, but we're all friends, right? Can we talk? We're all friends. He had a trophy wife.
And again, using terminology like that, speaking in front of graduating college students like that, this being normal. I'm not normalizing this on the MeidasTouch network. If there was an individual at a company that you worked out, a nonprofit, in a social club who behaved this way, you should not be accepting of this behavior, yet alone representing the United States, and that this is what's going on at a commencement speech right now. Then Donald Trump, I'll show you what happened at the beginning. This is where he mocks trans people, and he does this routine that he's done before on the campaign, where he talks about how a girl is competing against a trans athlete, and then they talk about how she can't lift the weights, and that the trans athlete can lift the weights. And Donald Trump finds this story to be funny. And just watch him when he does this. Here, play this clip.
And she's going to do it. Mom, I love you. I'm going to do it for you, Mom. And she goes, and she lifts, and she gets it. And Mom, I'm going to do it, Mom. Can't do it.
Next, Donald Trump says that you need to rip systems apart and destroy things if you want success. Let's play it.
Hey. Maybe more secure, but if you want to go to the top, you're just never going to do it unless you break the system. Change is never easy, and the closer you get to success, the more ferociously those with a vested interest in the past will resist you. They want to resist. So I just say, trust me on that, because I know you really do. You have to break the system a little bit and follow your own instincts. But if your vision is right, nothing will hold you down. Nothing.
Donald Trump then lies and says that the United States was unable to sell cars in Europe, Japan, and China. Tesla, Elon Musk, who kissed your ass, go ask him if he was able to sell cars in Europe and China. Why don't you ask Musk? Here, play this clip.
It's pretty soon, sooner than most people think. Because that's what other countries have been doing to us, just so you understand. They were tariffing the hell out of us. We couldn't sell cars in Europe. We couldn't sell cars in China. We couldn't sell cars in Japan or anywhere else. We couldn't do anything.
Donald Trump then says the whole world is talking about how great the United States is doing, and that all these students should be excited that they're living in a golden age now. Play this clip.
Like many generations before you, you're graduating at an exciting time for our nation, a period of both extraordinary change and incredible potential and what will be unbelievable growth. You're going to see that very soon. You're going to see it starting very, very soon. Well,
then Donald Trump repeats that again. Let's play it.
That you're the first graduating class of the golden age of America. We're in the golden age. You watch. This is the golden age. This is the golden age. We've done things that nobody thought possible. 100 days yesterday, 100 days, and we've done things that nobody thought even possible.
I told you that was literally the worst commencement speech ever given anywhere in the history of the world. Do you disagree? Put it in the comments below and let me know what you think. A stain on the United States of America. Do not ever think that that is normal. We here at the MeidasTouch Network will always call it out. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. And also check us out at MeidasPlus.com.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.